Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How are you feeling this morning? How are you feeling? Today is November 14th, November the 14th, 2015. It's 11:03 in the morning. It's a great pleasure for me this morning to join you behind this mic to talk about business. I am reminding you that we are on Business 101. Business 101. Business 101 is an edition that going to you every Saturdays at 11 a.m. This edition is to teach you how to be your own boss versus how to have a boss. This morning we're going to talk about who is business for, whether or not you can be a businessman. That's what we are going to talk about this morning. We're going to make some exercises. Like this exercise is going to tell you if you can be a businessman or businesswoman or not. This exercise is going to tell you exactly if you can. We will be back after this. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, this exercise may look a little bit fun. However, if you take it serious, it will provide you with an insight into whether starting your own business is the right decision for you to take or not a right decision. Okay, um, it will also design to see how your social and personal traits compare with those of a typical entrepreneur. Okay, running your own business is definitely not for everyone. I said that before, but I say it again. Running your own business is not for everyone. It is not for everyone. It can be a highly stressful way to earn a living. It can be a highly stressful way, even more stressful than if you had a job. Even more stressful than if you had a job. Okay, but the beauty of it is running your own business or be your own boss is that you have total control. And it's not you have a little control. You have total control of your life. You have control of your life. You have no boss to tell you what to do and when to do it. You have no boss to tell you, hey, I need you this month. You cannot take vacation. I need you this day. You cannot have it off. I need you this time. You cannot be at home. You cannot be no. You have control of your life. You control your life. You are the master. You write your destiny. Okay. Um, when you wake up in the morning, when you wake up in the morning, you when you have a job versus when you don't have a job. When you have a business. Okay. When you have a job, you wake up in the morning to go to work. What's your goal? Your goal is to go clocking, and then after you clocking, you just go on your station and for 8 hours. That 8 hours, you're gonna take a 30 minutes break. So you're going to be left with 7 hours and a half. Okay. So if you work $10 an hour, okay, for the day, you know you're going to make $75. So this is a routine. You don't have a goal. Your only goal is to go to work, make $75, and go back home. So every day is like that. Every day is like that. 5 days in a week, just like that. Okay. But be your own boss is like when you wake up in the morning, you say, today I want to make 200. I want to make 500. I want to make 1,000. This is the boss. This is the boss mentality. Okay? So, if you have somebody working for you, when that employee comes, what is it? Say, hey, the target for today is to sell for 10,000. You understand? The target is to sell for 10,000, but the employee come to make $75 for the day. So tell me, you go to work, and this is, I don't have anything against bosses. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against bosses. I have nothing against an entrepreneur, and that's why myself, I want to become a big entrepreneur. But a little bit different than most what those entrepreneurs are doing. You tell me, I go to work for $75 a day, and you set a target to sell for $10,000 for the day, and I meet that target to sell for $10,000. Then you tell me I'm still going home with that $75. What about set a goal for me? What about setting it like after setting that target and say, if you meet that target, this is what you're gonna get. Oh, good job, good job, good job. You made that target. You made $10,000. Oh my gosh, good job. Seriously. This is the difference. I used to work with the Best Buy team. So I don't work for them, but I just go there as an independent contractor, work with them for third parties or vendors. So I used to put myself in that environment where they're saying, okay, the goal for today is $50,000. Okay, it's $50,000 for the day. This department is going to sell for $10,000. This department is going to sell for $5,000. Each department has their own target to meet. Okay, you have to work after every single customers in the store to have their attention, to to help them in order to make that sales. So I'm doing all that to meet a $5,000 a day target. But me myself, I wake up in the morning to come to work to make $75. Do you see the reason why you have to be your own boss? I mean, you don't have to, but it would probably be a good thing for you to be your own boss. If I don't have the skills it required to be a boss, I would go to school. I would go to school and learn business, you understand? Or hire someone to run a business for me. Because it is really stressful. It is stressful. The kind of stress some entrepreneurs are giving you, they're not rough the payment you're receiving, the salary you're receiving. You understand? So we're going to take that quiz. It's gonna give you an idea of whether you can be a businessman or not. We're coming after this break. Okay. You might notice that some of the questions that we're going to say, they are similar, but they act in a different way. So don't overanalyze the quiz. Just answer each question as it is asked. The reason is, of madness. It's about honesty. You understand? So just answer it as is. So you know if you can be an entrepreneur or not. Um, it's gonna be multiple choices. So these are the answers you're going to answer. These are the answers you're going to pick. Okay. After each question, either it's that's me, sort of me, or no. That's me. Each character that I'm going to give right here, it's either it's you, either it's sort of you, or either it's not you. You might not know either. you, some question you might don't have the answer. You might say, I don't know. Well, it's okay. It's okay. You will find out later. The good thing is this show you can download it on your computer, you can download it on your phone, you can download it on your tablet to hear it over and over again. So that's a good thing. You can even print it on your CD. Burn it on your CD so you can listen to it in your car. You can put it on your MP3. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay. Let's go. Question number 1. I am always trying to convince people to believe what I believe. I am always trying to convince people to believe what I believe. Is that you? Is that sort of you? Or it's not you? Question number 2. I tend to lose my temper with people quite easily when they are not with the agenda. I tend to lose my temper with people quite easily when they are not with the agenda. Is that you? Is that sort of you? Or it's not you? Question number 3. I have a lot of friends and family who support my ideas and plans. I have a lot of friends and family who support my ideas and plans. Is that you? Is that sort of you? Or it's not you? Question number 4. I have several friends and acquaintances who run businesses and often chat with them. I have several friends and acquaintances who run businesses and often chat with them. Is that you? Is that sort of you? Or it's not you? Question number 5. I am comfortable talking to strangers on the phone. This is a really huge question. So I am comfortable talking to strangers on the phone. Is that you? Or sort of you? Or not you? Question number 6. I like people to agree with me, but it's more important that they respect me. Question number 6. I like people to agree with me, but it's more important that they respect me. Question number 7. I find it quite easy to get people to do what I want them to do. I find it quite easy to get people to do what I want them to do. Question number 8. I am a people person. Question number 8. I am a people person. Question number 9. I have had experience managing people. I have had experience managing people. Question number 10. I get really frustrated when people are slow or do a job badly or provide bad service. I get really frustrated when people are slow or do a job badly or provide good service. We're going to continue with number 11 after this break. Okay, let's continue with number 11. I like the idea of working alone. I like the idea of working alone. Number 12. I'm always reading about the industry and market I plan to open my business in. I'm always reading about the industry and market I plan to open my business in. 13. If I really believe in something, I have a tendency to ignore the opinions of other people. If I really believe in something, I have a tendency to ignore the opinions of other people. 14. I laugh at myself often. I laughed at myself often. 15. I get really bored really quickly. I get really bored really quickly. 16. I am a morning person. I wake up believing that anything's possible if I have the right attitude. I am a morning person. I wake up believing that anything's possible if I have the right attitude. 17. I love new technology, new ideas, and new ways of doing things. I love new technology, new ideas, and new ways of doing things. 18. I do masses of research online before I make a purchase decision. I do masses of research online before I make a purchase decision. 19. I am a well-organized type of person. I am a well-organized type of person. Number 20. If I don't know much about some new area of interest, I usually want to find out more about it. If I don't know much about some new area of interest, I usually want to find out more about it. Okay. I chose to do this show in English only because when I speak Creole and English, it takes longer. I say less. So um, that's why I do it in English only. However, if anyone is listening that don't speak English, um, nor understand English, feel free to give me a call or text me or email me. You can do either or with any question of what you don't understand. I will be glad to answer it for you. You can text me on 954-380-5434. This is my WhatsApp. You can text me there, 954-380-5434. You can also call me 1-800-697-7449, or you can email me at jcnetworkradio@gmail.com. All right, we are going to number 21. Okay, if you just join us, this question I'm asking, or these characters, either it's you, either it's not you, or it's sort of you, and that's going to determine if you can be an entrepreneur or not. Number 21 say, I like to feel appreciated. I want people to recognize the work I do. I like to feel appreciated. I want people to recognize the work I do. 22. I like to look at the big picture rather than the minute detail. I like to look at the big picture rather than the minute detail. I'm pretty good at picking myself up and pushing myself down after a letdown. I'm pretty good at picking myself up and pushing myself down after a letdown. Number 24. I have a good handle of my life and can discipline myself to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. I have a good handle on my life and can discipline myself to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. 25. I have a great imagination and can vision what my future will look like. I have a great imagination and can vision what my future will look like. I always see the silver lining in challenging times and find where the opportunity is. I always see the silver lining in challenging times and find where the opportunity is. I am generally a brave person where life is concerned. I am generally a brave person where life is concerned. I'm okay with taking risk. This is a big one. This is a huge one. I am okay with taking risk. I am often accused of being controlling. I am often accused of being controlling. Number 30, people think of me as being enthusiastic and energetic. People think of me as being enthusiastic and energetic. This is number 30, and we're going to take a music break. See you in a few.
When I have you must hold on to your dream. That's a highway for blessing. You must hold on to your dream. That's a highway for glory. You must hold on to your dream. That's a highway to heaven. You must hold on to your dream. That's a highway for blessing.
I wanna be a superstar today, not tomorrow. I wanna be a superstar right here, right now. I wanna be a superstar today, not tomorrow. I wanna be a superstar right here, right now.
Depuis petit, t'es toujours voulu un superstar. Maman pas voulait, y'a des musiciens c'est vagabond. Mais ça m'a jamais découragé, moi t'es toujours persévéré. Rêve me réaliser ma petite bonté, merci. You must hold on to your dream, that's a highway for blessing. You must hold on to your dream, that's a highway for glory. You must hold on to your dream, that's a highway to heaven. You must hold on to your dream, that's a highway for blessing.
I wanna be a superstar today, not tomorrow. I wanna be a superstar right here, right now. I wanna be a superstar today, not tomorrow. I wanna be a superstar right here, right now.
Aïe, when on t'a tout, pas quitter le monde, découragé. Rêve ou ses destinations, pour arriver côté où vous voulez aller. Jamais un long, mais va pas chambre, gardez derrière. Hold on to your dream, that's a highway for glory. Jeunesse pays nord, nous connaissons Gaspard pour la gueule dans ville. Qu'est-ce chemin l'école nous? Non à la violence, non à la drogue. Qu'est-ce que vous? Nous satisfaisons.
La douce destination, persévérer pour l'hiver. Patience, croyance, don't you give up. La douce destination, persévérer pour l'hiver.
Persévérer.
To your dreams, don't ever give up.
Ouh là là. Bonjour. Toujours persévérer, pas quitter le monde découragé. Chemin succès va j'en facile. En de patience, à quelle croyance, sagesse et discipline. Persévérer pour qu'arriver. Hold on to your dream, don't ever give up.
La douce destination, persévérer pour l'hiver. Patience, croyance, don't you give up. La douce destination, persévérer pour l'hiver.
Persévérer.
To your dream, don't ever give up.
Ouh là Jeunesse de mon pays, passé 2 fois tout ça n'a fait. Pas de magie, qu'on rebelle, qu'on va victime dans yon clin d'œil. Réfléchis avant d'agir. Toujours de façon, hold on to your dream. Don't ever give up. Bueno, chembe, chembe, rabou. Bueno, chembe, rabou. Nous c'est disciples, papa, petit là, avec l'Esprit Saint.
Kwen nan tetou, et puis, quel que soit rêve ou gain, eh bien, li possible, oui, li possible pour réaliser. Li 11h48 nan matin, eh bien, nap seulement ba ou 10, nap ba ou 11, gen 11 lot karakter la nou pral vini avec yo et puis pour nous fini. Numéro 31, number 21. Number 21 is I know how to fight for what I believe in and have done so in the past. I know how to fight for what I believe in and have done so in the past. 32. I hate being stuck in a rut. I have routing. I have been stuck in a rut. I hate routing. Sorry, I hate that. I said that wrong. I'm gonna say it again. I hate being stuck in a rut. I hate routing. 33. People trust me and know they can rely on me. People trust me and know they can rely on me. I am confident in myself and my abilities. I am confident in myself and my abilities. 35. When I make a mistake, I put a positive spin on it by realizing that mistakes are just a way we learn how to do it better next time. When I make a mistake, I put a positive spin on it by realizing that mistakes are just a way we learn how to do it better next time. 36. I like to be healthy and look after myself. I like to be healthy and look after myself. 37. When I'm low, I can usually pull myself through it by thinking positively. When I'm low, I can usually pull myself through it by thinking positively. I've been asked to leave or been fired from a few jobs in my time because I was a difficult employee. That is number 38. I have been asked to leave or been fired from a few jobs in my time because I was a difficult employee. 39. When I was a kid, I had part-time jobs or ran my own sideline business. when I was a kid, I had part-time jobs or ran my own sideline business. 40. I don't need a lot of fancy stuff in my life. I can live quite simply when I have to and not be depressed by it. I don't need a lot of fancy stuff in my life. I can live quite simply when I have to and not be depressed by it. Number 41, which is the last one, I have a little money put by so that I can support myself for a year or so if I need to. I have a little money put by so that I can support myself for a year if I need to. Okay, so add together the number of checks marks you made in each column. Okay, add together. I know you were not taking notes. I know you were not taking notes, but you were listening. However, you can have an estimate of what you answered, either A, B, S, or C. Well, if you want to, you can go back and listen to it, and then for each question you say question 1 A, question 1 B, question 1 C. So add together the total number of check marks you made in each column for each answer, and then score the following for each check mark in the column. If you answered that's you, it's time 1. If you answered that's not you, that's sort of you, it's times 2. If you answered no, it's time 3. If you answered I don't know, it's time 2. Okay. Multiply your numbers in column A, B, C, and D by the numbers above and enter the totals here. So multiply your numbers in column A, B, and C and D. Okay, multiply them. Like, well, you don't have a visual aid, so I can't really tell you how to do this. But if you go back and do it again, you can find a way to do it. Or you can call me, and then I will send you a copy in your email so you can do this exercise better and better. These are all the characters that based on your answer you can realize if you can be an entrepreneur or not. You understand? These are the characters based on your answer to know if you can be an entrepreneur or not. It's 11:56. The only thing I have to tell you is if you live in US, if you live in Canada, well, you have a lot of opportunities in your hands. So a lot of business, you don't need money to do it. You understand? You don't need money to do it. But if you have passion for business, you can do it. If you have passion for business, you can do it. You can wake up in the morning and say, I'm gonna make $100 for the day. I'm gonna make 5,000. I'm gonna make 1,000. You wake up with your own goal, and then you go out there and make it happen. If you are one like that, where you would like to have your own business but you don't have any money, give me a call, 1-800-697-7449, 1-800-697-7449, and then I'm going to see what kind of business you can do. What kind of business you can. I have a lot of opportunities. I have a lot of businesses I know that you can do without even spending one penny. Okay. So, however, you might not have, everybody have a computer at home, everybody have an internet, everybody has, however, if you don't have this stuff, if you don't have computer, you don't have a tablet, you don't have a smartphone, you don't have a printer, you might want to spend some money up front because you're going to need those things. Okay, because business these days, they cannot work without those. So if you don't have any of these, you're definitely gonna have to spend some money because you're going to need them. Okay. This is the minute to say goodbye. I thank you all so much for listening. I thank you all so much for listening. And if you have any questions, feel free, leave a comment. You can leave a comment or you can call us. We are not gonna be live all day, or if you don't see that live, if you don't see that episode live, meaning that we are offline, however, you can leave comment. So we'll feel happy to answer it for you. My name again was Jesse, behind the mic to bring you Business 101. The episode this morning was to be or not to be an entrepreneur. We'll see you tomorrow for Gospel Sound at 6 o'clock. Please stay blessed out there and be careful. God bless.